What's up, Henry Blitz fam? Henry Blitz here to tell you more about the new update on the suit recast system of Streetball Allstar. New affixes, some changes, and many more, all part of their massive anniversary event. Without further ado, let's dive into it right now. As you can see right here, one of the major changes that they have done is removing lock coin. You can no longer lock your affixes while recasting. However, any unused lock coins that you may have accumulated previously can now be exchanged for corresponding 30-star coins each. Hurry up though, it is for a limited time only. As a substitute for the recently removed lock coins, SBA has introduced a new way to secure your desired affixes. As you can see in here, you can now select 3 of your preferred affixes, which will have an increased 5% chance of appearing while you recast. Of course, as always, it is not guaranteed that you will get what you have selected, just that its odds now increased. As you can see here as well, after a specified number of recasting attempts, either the number of affixes that your suit currently have increases or its tier quality is upgraded. In my case, I need to have 50 attempts to unlock the next tier of my purple affix. P.S. I know Gunman is not ideal for Emily, so I will try to recast later. And here is the major update. We got new affixes, and there are so many of them. Let's tackle them one by one, as I also rank them in my own tier list along the way. First one, Big Truck. Perfect for dunkers and even sinners because their speed now increases up to 8% for every successful dunk, closing the speed gap versus SGs. This makes dunkers even more meta. Overall, this is S tier for me. It is OP and almost always a must for bigs. Next in line, we have Lucky Star. Perfect for PGs as it significantly boosts accuracy of shooters up to 25% for open shots after assist, leaving no room for missed shots. I'll rate this at B tier though, simply because having good stats of shooter compensate for the absence of this affix that could be devoted to some other better affixes. Another new affix is Master Reversal. Tired of enemies stalling the clock to secure the win? Now there's a counter. This affix boosts speed up to 25% and steal rate up by 100% if you are behind in score under 20 seconds. However, it might not be useful all the time, but who knows? It's just what you needed to win that close game. Overall, I'll give this an A rating because it opens possibility for comebacks and, of course, more exciting endings. Next, another new affix called Speed Bump. Basically, after successfully screening someone, slow them for up to 15% for a whole long 18 seconds. Imagine combining this affix with Protector. Overall though, B rating is my take as this can be countered by zone gameplay and other speed boost affixes like Big Truck. Next in line, we have Ghost. Tired of those smart layups on ISO plays? Now you can guard them better, even as a PG or SG. This affix reduces the enemy's layup accuracy when you are at the paint, for up to 30%. I'll rate it a D rating though because you can only use it against specific matchups and generally not good to occupy one slot in your suit as a shooter or as a PG. Now we have Cheetah. Perfect for catch and dribble/drive type of characters like David and Dora because they drive further, but personally I think this is a double-edged sword as it makes them more prone to tumbles. This is good for ISO plays, but only if you have enough space. Still, it can be countered by any good defender, so I'll give it a D rating. Up to you though, you can always try it on your own. Another one, Special Forces. Perfect for blockers as their jump speed further increases. However, the trigger chance decreases every successful block, so it may not be that much useful in the long run. However, this may be good for blocking flash shots and quick shots as you can jump a little bit later, but still get the block. It is also considerably good to combine with fingertip block for characters like Emily and Rika, which I often use. So I'll give it a B rating overall mainly because of many opportunities it might open for blockers. Next to review, we have Phantom Thief. This is good specifically for those that are guarding shooters that keep on faking, like Fire King. steal probability increases up to 100% when the enemy is restricted from dribbling due to fakes, but the boost disappears after a maximum of 2 successful steals. Personally, I think this is kind of irrelevant, especially if their shooter thrives in pick and roll or screen gameplays, so you are just going to be screened anyway. Also, do note that there may be better affixes to equip other than this one, especially when going against dunkers or those that do not excessively fake their shots nor tumble to be restricted in dribbling. Overall though, I'd still give it a C rating. Last but not the least, we have Mr. Key. When behind in score, shooting accuracy boost can go up to 5% and interference resistance boost can go up to 5%. I personally think this is one of the worst augments to have due to minimal increase, and I would rather have other scoring affixes such as Gunman, Sniper, and Lone Wolf, so I am giving it a D rating. Here is a summary of my own tier list. Feel free to voice out if you agree with it, or you think there should be some revisions in the comments below. Finally, I'd like to think the new suit recast system is overall better in terms of diversification because of newly introduced affixes. Securing your desired affixes are also kind of more achievable quicker, but it still takes a lot of recasting to get the perfect ones you desire for your character. Overall, it's a surprisingly good update. Let me know your personal take on it in the comments. Now, for the next few minutes, I will recast my purple suit equipped on Emily, hoping to get better affixes. The 3 affixes I chose to have an increased chances of appearing are Rebounding King, Hercules, and Big Truck. Since Emily is already good at blocking, I am looking for Rebounding King affix to boost my defensive rebounding, crucial in contested rebounding scenarios. Emily also needs speed to catch up with speedy SGs like Cher, Marcus, among others, and to immediately respond and fill in to allies being screened. Which is why I try to get the Big Truck affix to play pick and roll and to dunk uncontested inside if I can. I also try to get Hercules because it helps me have enough power to block dunks, as they are so much harder to block than normal shots, especially with character like Emily. Here, I am selecting the 3 affixes that I have just mentioned, which are Rebounding King, Hercules, and Big Truck. Of course, you can pick for yourself what you think will suit the best for your character and, of course, your gameplay. I will try to recast for 30 times since it is the maximum number of recasts I can do to have subsequent star coin cashback in the suit recasting event. As much as possible, I do the recasting 5 times at a time, saving me 3 star coins every time. Aside from the affixes I have mentioned, I am also trying to get rebound, speed, and power or block stats to add in my suit set, significantly increasing the toolkit of Emily as a center in the basketball court. The choices are not that good here as well, so I will retain my current set until I find the perfect combination of affixes and additional stats that I am looking for. Again, it is important to note that the 3 affixes that you have selected are not guaranteed to always appear when you recast, because it is only their odds of appearing that have increased. Always look for the affixes that best suits your character's skill set, role in the court, and your very own style of gameplay. Some affixes such as Firefighter will be useless when your character doesn't have a dive skill, so be cautious. The affixes that have appeared as my choices became somehow better, but I am still looking for better stats and better third affix to create the perfect build for my Emily. Truck Box or Destroyer affix would be really helpful to have here. Gunman seems to be always appearing, even though I obviously do not need it for my Emily. By the way, if you may have not known already, the color of the affixes are also tiered, with blue being the lowest quality, purple being the middle, and orange being the highest quality, so strive for 2 to 3 orange affix that of course suits you. Still giving me Gunman. I am starting to think this is being rigged, though I would like to think it is mainly because I keep on retaining my current set, so it thinks that I like to keep such affix. Choices are now being better though, as I have the combination of rebound and speed in one set, plus a decent protector affix. I might need something better, but I think this will do for now. A better purple affix from Gunman to Protector Plus, giving me a better additional stat, which is speed. Hey, that's a win for me. Always try to think through before making a choice, as you may regret it later on. As I have checked here, I have done 25 suit recasts already, so I still have 5 to reach the maximum. This doesn't mean though that you cannot go beyond 30 recasts. Personally, I just like to maximize the cashbacks I will get from suit recast event. Instead of wasting my star coins, I will just save them up for the next time suit recasting event appears again, so I can have coins to spend and cashbacks to get again next time. And finally, I got a decent set, at least for now. A combination of Rebounding King, Hercules, and Destroyer while having additional rebound, block, and speed stats. That's just perfect. I even had to double check to see if what I am seeing is right, and if it is really better than my current set. As you can see, rebound and speed stats have decreased a bit, but I was compensated with a better purple affix and good block stats. In the end, I choose to replace my current set with the third one, which I think shall make my Emily better for now. And now, I claim my cashbacks as I am called by the event page itself as the Recasting Master, to which I agree at this point. And that is it for this video. Hope this has helped you in navigating the waters of the new suit recast system. Feel free to comment down what you think and, of course, leave a like and subscribe if you liked the video. Wishing you good luck for your endeavors and enjoy gaming and hooping. Henry Blitz here, signing off.